smoke the books.
The Lock Talk.
Boy Jason from the Lock Talk, and let's talk about these NBA games today for April 10th, 2025. I got 3 NBA player props that have been hitting at an over 70% hit rate. So if you guys want to know every single play, please watch the entire video. But before I do go off, let me just recap on how we did in premium and what you see on my record on the YouTube title. We went 2-2 with 1 push yesterday. Basically because I had all basically plus money. We didn't lose anything yesterday. It's basically like the day never happened. So overall for the past 7 days, we're up 6 units or $6,000 over the past month, up 17K. So it's been a great few days past month. So that's across every single sport. NBA, MLB, and UFC, the most active sports I got going on right now. So if you guys did want to tap in, I'll talk about some details later on how you can get into our premium chat. That's where I have every single sport. MLB will be the main focus as we go on, especially when we get into playoffs. Even though NBA will be a big part, MLB, as we get into the regular season, it's going to be a huge money machine. And we'll start making videos for MLB very, very soon. But before I start talking about all 3 of these plays, please hit that subscribe button and leave the number 8 down in the comments down below. So I know you guys are watching. Number 8 is the money number. So let's go make some money, man. Let's go smoke the books. And let's get straight into the plays, man. I got 3 plays that I do like today. And let me talk about the first one on the board. And the first one I'm going to talk about is my man, Cade Cunningham, over 26.5 points. I will say before I go, a lot of information can change as the days go on, injuries come out. So he's slated to play right now. They're going to play the New York Knicks. Both teams might actually play each other in the first round, or they could play each other at some point in the playoffs. So we'll see how his minutes go. But I do like this matchup for a lot of reasons. Number one, the Knicks over the past few days have been, or at least the past weeks have been, the weakest team against the point guard position. Yes, Jalen Brunson was not playing in a lot of those games. But even so, on the head-to-head, my man Cade Cunningham has been absolutely red hot against the Knicks, 80% over this line. The one concern I do have will be his minutes. Will he play 30-plus minutes? Over the last few games, it was not really the case. He played, let me see if I can show you guys. He played 32 in his last game, but 27, 38. So it looks like at least this month, he might be on some type of minutes restriction. He might only play maybe 30 minutes or 28 minutes. I think it depends how the game goes. If this game's a blowout and Detroit is a big part of that blowout, he will be a main factor. He is the highest used player on this team. He gets the ball. He ball hogs. He shoots a ton of shots every single game. If you take a look, about 22 attempts per game. Even in that game where he only played 28 minutes, he took 24 shot attempts. So, I mean, against a Knicks team who defense has been a little bit better. But, in a game where, I don't know, maybe my biggest thing I thought about is, will these guys go full out? Will they want to, basically maybe show their hand in their games? I think, they're going to want to show the flow. They're going to want to be competitive. And I think Cade Cunningham is going to be the leader of that. I think he gets 27 points. If you guys didn't want to take the lower line, which is, I think, 25.5, it's at minus 125. That's not too bad. You get on DraftKings. So if you guys did want to take the lower line, which, I mean, I'm fine with, taking the risk and not laying as much juice. It's totally fair. I think usually per step in, the lines, you take either 10 points or 20 points. So 20 points not bad. 25.5 for this line is not too bad either. So I'd say if you guys want to do that, go on DraftKings, get minus 125. Everywhere else right now is 26.5. BetMGM, FanDuel minus 108. So I'd say if you want to do the lower line with the less juice, get it on BetMGM. But if you want to get it on DraftKings, get the lower line at 25.5 for Cade Cunningham on over his points. And all right, guys, let's talk about my next one. And the next one I'm going to talk about, I think it's a great one, is my man Morant over 6.5 assists. So this will probably be the biggest game, the most competitive game on the board, and the one that probably matters the most for playoff seeding is this game right here. My man, shooter, grenade thrower, Morant. Hey, I think this is going to be a great game. They're facing the Minnesota Timberwolves. I did put a poll on my story on my Instagram. I'd say go vote. Who do you guys got? I might fade the poll. It's been a challenge I've been doing. The polls have actually been red hot. You guys are 2-0 on these polls. So, But this one, honestly, doesn't matter who wins. He just needs to get 7 assists. And the reason why I like this play is, yes, he's been only over 60% of his games, but he actually has a really good matchup. The Timberwolves have been allowing assists to the point guard position and one of the highest rates over the last 7 to 15 games. And Ja Morant gets a lot of assist chances, bro, around 14 assist chances. So I think this line is completely fair. And I think we're getting a lot of EV, as you can clearly see. He's minus 108 on FanDuel, but everywhere else, he's minus 140, minus 133. So a great line for Ja Morant at this price on FanDuel. I love it. So I think, again, he's going to get a lot of chances. He has all his guys playing: Zach Edey, Jaren Jackson Jr. The only guy that is out, and unfortunately a huge injury, is Jalen Wells. I think he broke his wrist under that crazy fall he had in their last game against, I think, the Charlotte Hornets. So super unfortunate. But, you know, again, he will get a lot of assist chances. Memphis Grizzlies will push the pace. And even though Minnesota has a slower pace style game, a very defensive game, their defense has not been as top tier as previous years. So I think Ja Morant will definitely get a lot of assist chances, get the opportunities. And again, man, the Timberwolves have just not been very strong at stopping assists from the point guard. And Ja Morant is the highest usage player on this team. He's going to get a lot of outlet passes. They're going to double guard him. We look at the head-to-head. I mean, so far, they've only been 50-50. But the last time he did play this year, he got 7 assists. So can he repeat this again? Let's get to it, man. I like my boy Ja Morant over 6.5 assists. So, but before I give you guys the last play, this one's probably my sneakiest and favorite play that I'm going to give you guys. I will say, if you guys have been wondering, you know, you want to bet on every book, I'd say you guys have to line shop. It's the most important. I'm clearly showing you right now. If you're betting this on anything other than FanDuel for the Ja Morant prop, you're missing out on a ton of money, because if you're having to lay minus 133 instead of doing minus 108, you're losing out. So I would say, guys, look, you have to get on these new books. And one of the best books I'd say right now is NOVIG. The lines there are the best in the industry because everything is primarily peer-to-peer. So if you're betting, let's say, one of the bets on the money line on the spread, you can bet minus 105 instead of minus 110. Maybe on the individual bet, you're saving $5 or maybe a little bit more, a little bit less. But over a long period of time, you will win more money or save more money when you lose. So, guys, I highly suggest you get on NOVIG. Use my code LOCK. You get up to a 50% discount on your first deposit. But not only that, I'll give you guys a free week in our premium, 7 free days in premium. If you have any questions, shoot me a DM on my Instagram and just send me a text or a DM showing proof you signed up using our code, and I'll get you in for 7 days, and you'll get the results like we've been getting all season long for all our sports, and you could join me in my premium for absolutely free. So, all right, guys. If you've been here this long as well, man, I will say this, man. Thank you so much. Just hit that subscribe button, leave a number 8. I'm going to give you guys the last one. This is a very, very sneaky one. No one else, I'm pretty sure, is going to give you this play, but I like it. And that's my man right here, man. Trendon Watford over 13.5 points. And you're going to ask, why in the world are we betting this play? He has not been hitting anything on the head-to-head. Well, look, it's been really the minutes and the usage. And this is the thing right now, man. Look, over the last 5 games, he has not been hitting. So I'm going against what my title says. But I will say this, man. He is in an elevated role. In terms of usage, Cam Johnson is out. That's a big one. He's the only other starting power forward. So he will be the main power forward.
Let's smoke the books.
The Lock Talk.